Mga kabayan, opisyal nang inaprubahan ng House Committee on Justice ang withdrawal o pag-urong sa ikalawang impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte na inihain ng Tindig Pilipinas at inendorso ni na Representative Leila de Lima at Percival Sindanya. Personal din kinumpirma ng complainant ang kanilang pag-withdraw sa impeachment complaint sa kanilang pagharap sa komite bago pa man simulang dinggin ang reklamo sa unang araw ng deliberasyon ngayong Lunes, March 2.
I move that the committee accept and approve the withdrawal of the said complaint, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to accept and approve the withdrawal of the impeachment complaint. Do I hear a second? The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion to approve, to accept and approve the withdrawal of the second impeachment complaint referred to as D et al. Is hereby approved.
Samantala, dalawang impeachment complaint naman versus BP Sara, idineklarang sufficient in form. Idineklarang sufficient in form ng House Committee on Justice ang ikatlo at ikaapat na impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Inihain ng religious leaders ang ikatlong reklamo habang ang abogadong si Nathaniel Cabrera ang nag-file ng ikaapat na complaint. Susunod na tatalakayin ng komite ang pagtukoy kung sufficient in substance ang mga reklamo. Magpapatuloy ang deliberasyon bukas, March 3.
Technically, dalawa na lang po yung natitirang impeachment complaints. That is the third impeachment complaint filed by Father Saballa et al. Endorsed by Congresswoman De Lima, and the fourth impeachment complaint filed by Cabrera, endorsed by Congressman Abante and Congressman Paulo Ortega. No? Tapos today, we concluded also the determination of sufficiency in form of these two remaining impeachment complaints. I'm saying remaining because when we started, it used to be four impeachment complaints. Yung first impeachment complaint, remember, it was set aside on the ground of violation of one-year prohibition. Ito yung in-endorse ni Congressman Tino, Congressman Elago, and Congresswoman Co.
Ano ang masasabi mo dito, kabayan? Sama-sama natin panuorin ang buong video at pakicomment nyo po ang inyong mga reaksyon at sariling opinyon.
For my opening statement, as you can see, we have done with our deliberation on the determination of sufficiency in form. But even before we reach that point, nagkaroon ng withdrawal ng impeachment complaint of the second impeachment complaint. This is the D et al. Impeachment complaint endorsed by Congressman Percival Sindanya and Congresswoman Leila de Lima. We ask the complainants to confirm under oath their withdrawal of the impeachment complaint, and the same was placed on the records of the hearing of the committee. And then subsequent to that, even before we reach the determination of sufficiency in form, nagkaroon na ng deliberation on the compliance or non-compliance of the first impeachment complaint with respect to the one-year prohibition period, no? Narinig natin yung discussions ng mga kongs. Of course, the disagreement among the members of the Justice Committee arise from the perceived inconsistency in the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court dated July 25, 2025 vis-a-vis the resolution issued by the Supreme Court on January 28, 2026. While the decision provides that the second impeachment complaint may be filed on February 6, the recent resolution, the one dated January 28, implies that the second impeachment may be filed on January 15. So from the perceived inconsistency between the decision and the resolution, we have heard the disagreeing positions, the different sides, different positions of the members of the Justice Committee. And of course, you know, in case of disagreement in the committee, we resolve that by the division of the House. Nagkaroon ng botohan on the motion to declare the first impeachment complaint or to set aside the first impeachment complaint for violation of the one-year prohibition period. And as you can see, nanalo yung motion. That is why the first impeachment complaint was set aside. So in view of the withdrawal of the second, and then the setting aside of the first, technically, dalawa na lang po yung natitirang impeachment complaints. That is the third impeachment complaint filed by Father Saballa et al., endorsed by Congresswoman De Lima, and the fourth impeachment complaint filed by Cabrera, endorsed by Congressman Abante and Congressman Paulo Ortega. No? Tapos today, we concluded also the determination of sufficiency in form of these two remaining impeachment complaints. I'm saying remaining because when we started, it used to be four impeachment complaints. Yung first impeachment complaint, remember, it was set aside on the ground of violation of one-year prohibition. Ito yung in-endorse ni Congressman Tino, Congressman Elago, and Congresswoman Ko. The second impeachment complaint was withdrawn even before the start of the deliberation. And we were joined by the complainants, and we asked them really to confirm under oath the said withdrawal of the impeachment complaint. It is for this reason why I'm saying there are only two impeachment complaints now, the third and the fourth. And during our proceeding today, we deliberated already on the sufficiency in form, and we concluded with voting, in which case both impeachment complaints, the third and the fourth, were both declared to be sufficient in form. Because of that, for our tomorrow's meeting, we will be deliberating on sufficiency in substance of these two impeachment complaints. Remember, we have two impeachment complaints now, the third and the fourth. The first was withdrawn, the second was set aside. So technically, we're dealing only with two impeachment complaints. The third and the fourth, which we will be hearing tomorrow with regards to the determination of sufficiency in substance. No? So for our opening statement, that would be all. You may raise your questions to my colleagues.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Lianas Kapanti, GMA News Online. Ma'am, by deeming this third and fourth sufficient in form, kasali ba doon yung criteria na hindi siya sufficient in form siya dahil hindi siya nag-violate ng one-year bar rule? Would that be correct?
That is the intention of the committee, but as you have witnessed, a motion was raised by the Honorable Chua to resolve first the compliance on one-year bar rule before we proceed to the determination of sufficiency in substance. But really, it is the intention of the Justice Committee to include that in the determination of sufficiency in form, no? Because we understand that the one-year prohibition is part of the procedural requirement which must be complied with also in filing an impeachment.
Hello po, I'm Lance from Newswatch Plus. How do you respond to critics lang saying na parang nanigurado yung komite dahil naninigurado daw po yung komite naninigurado sila because like yung first complaint, it was filed before February 6, which was February 2. The original one-year bar was February 6 dun sa July 2025 impeachment ruling. So ang sinasabi po nila parang nagtatago sa sariling anino yung House Justice Committee and naninigurado kayo para makalusot yung impeachment complaints ngayong 2026.
Well, una po sa lahat, very clear po yung Supreme Court decision eh. Hindi ba? There is no room for equivocation on the date that they have stated in the decision. Feb 6, yung reckoning date. So I think talagang very important po na tiyakin po ng House Committee on Justice na ito po yung susundin po natin na date in proceeding with any impeachment relating to the Vice President. No? So, So this is what we are doing today, no? And we will proceed with determination of substance tomorrow. So walang naninigurado dito. We are just complying with what the Supreme Court actually stated as an express date on the reckoning date for the one-year bar rule.
Sorry. Yung mag-follow up sana ako kanina. Yung may common allegations po yung first to fourth complaint. But I would just like to, hindi ko lang kung familiar kayo. Meron bang, kasama ba sa allegation sa first complaint, yung apparent threat ni Vice President Sara Duterte to kill the President and his family? Nasa first complaint po ba yun? Or nandun lang siya sa second, third, and fourth?
It's present in all the complaints. They were the allegation that the Vice President said threats to the President, the First Lady, and the Speaker of the House then is present in all of the complaints.
So, having said that, for the record lang po, yung pagka-set aside and withdrawal ng first and second complaint, does this diminish the merits of the impeachment complaints or allegations against the Vice President?
No, it does not. In fact, the endorsers of the first and second complaint said that they are supporting and are joining the deliberations of the third and fourth impeachment complaints. There was no ruling on the merits. In fact, the endorsers themselves of the first and second complaints said that this is not their withdrawal. For example, of the second complaint, their withdrawal of the second complaint is not tantamount to dismissal based on the merits. So meaning po, hindi po natin pinag-usapan yung merits. They just thought, lalo na yung sa second impeachment complaint, na mas mapapabilis ang proseso ng pag-impeach kung mag-focus tayo doon sa ibang impeachment complaint.
Thank you, ma'am.